Good afternoon. Welcome to Interesting Talks with Footprints Counselling Service. As normal, like, share, comment on this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. There's a button you can hit on there and you'll see all my latest videos as they come out. Today, we're going to have a little bit of a discussion on a controversial subject. Something I discovered when I was doing my early days of training to become a counsellor. You actually have to go and see a therapist yourself for a certain amount of sessions. One, to sort of iron out things that you've got in your head that you've been carrying around with you. And if obviously you come across this with a client, it could bring out stuff for you and you won't be able to work with them properly. And so one of the things that I discovered about myself was my childhood, my parenting, how I was brought up as a child. Now, everybody sort of, or would like to say that their parenting that they received was good. But to be realistic, a lot of parents mess their children up. And some of the ways they do these things are bad-mouthing the other parent in front of the child. Just kind of can happen when the parents split up or if they're going through a bitter divorce. Some parents shouldn't stay together because all the time they're arguing in front of their children. And, as a child, you can't do nothing. You have this fight syndrome going on within you and you don't know where to put your emotions. Trying to be friends with their children. Trying to be friends instead of being a parent. That's quite a dangerous thing to do because you become a pleaser or you don't have boundaries, and we could all work out what sorts of things go wrong there. Making negative comments about your child's appearance, even in their teens and in their adulthood even. Destroying children's dreams. Your child wants to be an astronaut, and the parent might say something like, "You're not clever enough to be an astronaut." That shatters a child's dreams. You could imagine how damaging that could be. Failing to realise that times have changed since they was a child and what kind of parenting they received, so what kind of parenting is necessary for the modern era or the time that child is being raised. Comparing your children or comparing children to other children that are doing well in school or well behaved or have some skills that your child or the child in question doesn't have, or even comparing to siblings. Never standing up for them. Refusing that they could ever be wrong. Transferring the fears of the parents onto the children. There's so many things that parents do that mess their children up. And if their children don't realise this, which is kind of hard unless it's a very, very severe case of drug abuse, alcohol abuse, stuff like that really stands out, or mental health problems, then we can overlook it all and we can think, oh yeah, we had a great parenting period from our parents. And it's not necessarily the case. Too much freedom. If you let your child do what they want when they want, where would their boundaries be as an adult? Some parents even let their children, train their children, should I say, to become doormats. Some overprotect them. Having a conversation with your parents. How many people can have a honouring, honest, genuine conversation with their parents where they're not the little me in the conversation? Now, I know this is a controversial video. It's something that a lot of people will say, oh, where's he coming from? But for you that's honest with yourself and realise that, wow, my parenting wasn't a great experience. Yeah, everybody was going through something similar, but maybe they wasn't. And if we pass that on to our children, then we're damaging another generation, which will lead for them to damage the next generation. So if some of these points that I've mentioned to you resonate with you, have a look at them. See what, why you are the way you are is a lot down to the kind of upbringing and the parenting that you got. I'm not saying criticizing the parents, but it's just an acknowledgement to know that this kind of stuff has happened to lots of people, and it's affected you. It's affected us. It's affected me. My parenting affected me. My parents couldn't see anything being good unless I was a barrister or a doctor or some kind of super scientist, which, okay, I didn't obtain to, but for a while I used to think I'm, not good enough. But yeah, I've managed to overcome that. Anyway, so as normal, like, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share with people that you think that this might help them to sort of like move on a little bit or have a look at their lives. And until next time, stay safe, try to stay positive. See you soon.